Hey guys, this is Lord Squidbot. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to draw in one-point perspective. Now, first tools you need is a nice pencil. I have a 0.5 pencil. Looks nice. And you need a ruler. I have a triangle one, but you can use a normal one too. Okay, so this is real simple. You don't, need to follow all the lines just yet. So, first, all you need to do is measure half the paper. So that's what I did right here. I measured half the paper, and this is it right here. And I drew a line all the way across. This is called the horizon line. This is where you're looking at, or where, when you draw it, that's going to be the middle of the paper. Great. So, once you have the horizon line, you need the middle point, which is going to be the very middle of your drawing. All you got to do is measure out there, and as you can see right here, I have the middle point. Now, right where the middle point and the horizon line connect, that's where you're going to draw your midpoint. The midpoint is the center of your paper or drawing, okay? So this is one-point perspective, so it's good for drawing hallways and trees. I don't know if you want to draw that with one point, though. Okay, so I'm drawing a school hallway, and I drew this line right here, this line right here, and this line right here. All these lines go out to the corners of the paper, okay? So 1 corner, 2 corner, 3 corner, 4 corner. The corners of the paper, as you can see, it's right in the middle of that little point. So that's all you got to do to draw to the corners of the paper. Now, what these lines will do is this is the bottom of your lockers or doorways, and this is going to be the top of your lockers and doorways, okay? Right here is going to be your flooring, so I drew a simple grid. And right here is going to be your roofing. So I drew a suspended roof because that's what my school has. Great. Now, this right here is going to be a doorway. And all you have to do to draw the doorway is you just erase the lines that are in the middle. And you draw the lines back like that for the doorway. Okay? And same thing for this. All you got to really do is look at the hallway that you want to draw. And draw it. Now, if your building has bricks, like mine, all you have to do to draw the bricks are, say that's a pretty good brick size. So first you find your brick size. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit smaller than the bricks. You draw a line all the way across for the bricks, and then you split them down. Now, the bricks don't have to match with your flooring tiles. I'm going to put a little, I don't know what they're called, but they're like the rubber things at the bottom of the walls. I'm going to put those so that I don't mix up the floor tiles of the bricks. Yep, I'm going to draw a little bit and get back to you guys. In case any of you guys need any more explaining on the hallways, as you can see, I drew a line right here, okay? In between the two lines that are my hallway. And you can see that the roof and the walls become more distinct. Now all you need is the flooring, and you do the exact same line across of the flooring, okay? And as you can see, now you can see the flooring, wall, and roof. And they're all in between these two lines. And I erased the midline. You're going to probably want to erase the midline through the entire drawing. But I'm going to leave it there for now. And I erased it right here. And as you can see, it really looks like a hallway. Now I matched up my flooring. As you can see, the tiles all look nice and matched up. I kind of messed up this tile, actually. I'm going to redraw that. But that's all I did, really. Okay, so in case you guys' schools don't have these, this is what I mean by the black part. As you can see, it just covers the bottom of the wall. It's really simple how I did it. All I did was the center point all the way to the end. And at the very end, this is how big it is to the eye. And it just naturally gets smaller if you have your ruler at the very end. So, here, let me get a ruler I can grab. Boom. That's how I measured it, just like that. Oh, sorry, off the camera. Okay. So, I finished off the black things on the end of each hallway there, as you can see. And I also finished off these windows and this. If you're wondering how to draw it, all I did was bottom of the windows, and then shift it up to the top of the windows. And then the straight lines are just straight down like that. And you can use your middle line to see if it's completely straight. Alright. And I did the same thing for that. This is kind of like I don't know if your schools have it, but like it's like a bar that goes across and you hang some posters from it. Though it's never really used. So this is gonna be a window. This is gonna be a note board. There's actually a lot of stuff on it. And another window. Okay? And I'm gonna have a little flag right here. And this happens to be the guidance wing of my school. So I have a little flag down here. I chose it because it's like right there is the bulldog corner. Pretty interesting. Because like it's like a circle off of this. But what mostly I'm gonna focus on though is these bricks. Because the bricks are hard to draw. Because they take a lot of time. All you have to do to draw the bricks is the exact same thing. You put this up to the middle. And I want my bricks, let's say about this big. Okay, let's say it's a pretty nice size. Then you mark it across. Okay, and boom, I got my bricks. Now all I have to do is put the lines down like that. Okay, and I got my bricks. And also what's important is matching up the bricks to here too. But remember that a brick isn't an L shape. It's a rectangle. So if you do have a brick like this, it's actually going to end like, how thick is the brick actually? Let's see. It's actually going to end like this. Because it's a rectangle. Alright. All you got to remember though is when you're adding your lines, that your lines don't match up with the bricks on top of it. They're all separated from the bricks on top of them. Same thing with this side too. Make sure they're all rectangles, not L shapes. You can see right here. Here, I'll draw it through the wall in case any of you guys are having trouble visualizing. Can you kind of see what the brick looks like now? Alright, cool. I'm gonna erase that now. And I also have my ceiling right here. And I just added some lines across it because it's a nice suspended ceiling. Alright. Finished drawing, guys. Alright. Don't get overwhelmed. I just added a little bit of detail. So, where we left off is the bricks, right? You can see I finished each brick. And I added some shadings to the top ones. Sorry if it's a little bit shiny. As you can see, each brick is alternating, just like that. Now, if you want to do a contour painting, which means there's none of this shading, and I decided to do a destroyed school building, so you can see I got some of this, and this is like the early works of my shading. And then I got some of this. These are all going to be missing tiles. And this right here, all these shading right here, is going to be the reflection of the light on the tiles. But if you're doing contour, you don't have to worry about any of that. All you got to worry about is these bricks, the ceiling tiles, and all that, and you'll be done. So hold on. This is what it would look like if it's contour. Hold on, I gotta... Boom. So I did this during one of my art classes, and I decided to redo it. So that's a nice contour drawing of it. Of course, I'm not drawing it exactly the same. Here we go. Not drawing it exactly the same. As you can see, there's some differences. But I think it looks pretty good. Now, if you do want to do the shading, then all you gotta do, right, is you should have some of these pencils. Like 4B, 6B, all of that. That's 2H. So, if you don't have these pencils, it's real simple. You just get your normal pencil. You press really hard or really light. It'll be a lot harder, but it should be fine. I've done lots of shading with just my normal pencil, and it looks completely fine. So, if you do have these pencils, we got 8B, 2H, 4B, 6B, and HB. HB is your normal pencil. So, 8B is darker. That's what I used for these parts. Really dark. Nice and dark. And then I grabbed my 6B. That's kind of like a coat. I put it over all of these parts. And these lighter parts are just 8B, really light. And 4B is the nice coat of darkness I put over here, as you can see. And then I got some 2H to highlight some of the lights. You can't really see it right now, but Actually, I can't really see with my eyes. Oh yeah, I'm going to make that a little darker. But I did do that. And if you're planning on adding cracks, my suggestion is to see this right here. This isn't just plant growth or algae or whatever. This is actually my early stages of shading. So this is what I'm going to shade darker and lighter for my thing. And also, keep in mind that your light sources and where they are. So I got 2 light sources right here. These ones are dim. And I got 1 bright light source right out here. That's going to be the sunlight on a bursting summer day. I don't know. So this is going to be a very bright light source, which means that it overrides these 2 light sources. If there's any conflict over light sources, your sunlight will always override it. And right here, since that doesn't face the sunlight, it's shadowed. It's completely dark. Anyways, I don't know if you guys got all that. It's fine if you didn't. Just focus on where the sunlight is and where these street lights are. Actually, I messed up on some of my shading, so I might make that a separate room. But yeah, if I make it a separate room, it'll fix all of this lighting. Yeah, okay. This is actually going to be a separate room. But if you are planning on putting some sunlight out there, then yeah, make sure that you notice where the sunlight goes and stuff from the doorway. Actually, I could do something. Okay. So, it's your choice. And also, missing tiles and stuff. Make sure you know what's under your school in your drawing. You don't have to make sure your real school. So, I just put plant and earth. That's what's going to be under these tiles. In my school, it would probably be like cement or something. So, yeah. And also make sure to remember all your tiny details. Like up here, I made sure this is really dark because the wall is shadowing it. So up here, this is also going to be really dark. Maybe some shading with this light, but not too much. Okay. And if you contour, all you got to do is just finish up these walls and you'll be done. Like you saw in my other one. Maybe add some little details like fire hydrants or something on the walls or bells or something on the roof. And then for shaders, yep. Also make sure that this bottom part of your wall is still noticeable if you shade it. Like over here, there's a lot of darkness. So you want to make sure that you have less darkness at the bottom near these, because you don't want to make it look bad by adding too much darkness. Alright, that's all for now. I'm going to shade and then bring it back to you guys later. Hey guys, I didn't do much, but I just wanted to show you. Oh, my table's dirty, sorry. If you highlight the bricks like this, they look real nice when you shade them. Because you know how the bricks have like that cutout like right in the middle of them? Or not in the middle, but like these creases, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure all bricks have them. But you should outline those bricks like that if you want some shading. But see this right here? I didn't do it all the way because I think it looks nice. Then also, as soon as you do that, you also got to make sure you also shade like some of it around too. So it doesn't look like you're just outlining the bricks. Because if you're looking at it in real life, with your eyes, you're not just going to see these lines right here. You're going to see, like, this. Especially if it's a dark school building. See all that? Unless, ooh, actually, I got to do that over. All these bricks right here. Alright, right. I missed something. I also started shading this side a little bit. Made a nice line right here. And then this is supposed to, ooh, actually, got to make that a little bit darker. But this is supposed to be the darkest point. Because that's what the sunlight comes off. Also, I didn't want to put too much sunlight, so I tried to block it off with some wood, and I put some shading over here, so that's an excuse not to have sunlight, too much sunlight. These are still the lights. They're not really coming out, so I might add some yellow coloring to make them pop out a little bit more, like I did with these plants. They're green. And as you can see, what I did with the missing tile, I put some dirt or something around there. Looks real nice. I also outlined all the broken glass here. as you can see. So that's so cool. That's about all I did. I'm gonna finish up some more of this and add some shading on the ground. But you can see the shading that I've done on the walls here, right? I haven't finished this wall, and it is gonna be brick and like that. So yeah. And by the way, this is all gonna be about shading. So if you're a contour, you can watch if you want to. Maybe you can find a technique and you might try shading once, but yeah. Also, how I did this shading right here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's a completely straight line. I shaded it using this, so it's pretty useful to have a ruler. I got a nice triangle one, so yeah, gotta watch out for the point downs. Ouch, ow, ow, why did I do that? Alright, I also do have a rice paper thing. So these things are like $5 for like 20, so pretty good. I chose the thickest one in my little pack I have, and I shaded out some of these. That's why you might notice less lines. So I know, like painting, it's called like paint streaks, but what do you call it with a pencil? Pen streaks? Okay, well anyways though, I covered that all up using this, kind of smudge it all together. This is used for smudging, so don't just draw some squiggles and think you'll be able to smudge it all to the same density. You won't. The squiggles will still pop out. So you do need to color all the stuff you want to color and then start smudging it. It does work on color, like colors, but the black from your ink might get in the colors, so watch out. Maybe like keep a side uninked for color. Also, this thing picks up ink, so or not. Was it lead? It picks up lead. So the more lead you pick up, it can actually act on a pencil all by itself if you pick up enough. Like this one is ready to use. So just a little trick with that. All right, that's about all I got so far. I'm gonna add some shading on that glass. Glass is a little bit weird to shade, so if you do want like other tutorials, maybe in depth, more in depth on other types of shading or something, you can tell me. But the basic like version of how I shade is I just look at an object. Oh, look at that, perfect. You can see the glint right there, and you can see it's dark, and there's a nice dark line around that. Dark line around. This isn't glass though. This is plastic, so it's different. Ooh, it shows the earth. All right. So yep. But also the brightest light, as you can see in here, does have multiple colors, because you can see in the shading there's the bright light, and then there's the yellow and blue for my little earth light. Okay, so just remember that. I am going to fix up these lights to be a little bit cooler, but I am going to make that darker. So that's just a little wrap up. Alright, catch you guys the next part. Yeah, I'm not ending it. You'll see. Okay, I haven't added anything, but I do want to show you some stuff that I forgot to mention earlier. See the logs on the doorway? That was shaded with just this pencil right here. There's not more than one lead. It's just normal mechanical pencil. Dang, this quarantine has got me good. Just an FYI, this is 6B, which is this one. So I shaded this all with 6B, and I'm also shading this all with 6B. And as you can see, different pressures bring out different colors. Alright, so make sure you're also pressure controlled when you're shading. It's real nice. Alright. Okay, so guys, I just want to say, if this drawing isn't coming out for you, or this might be too hard, just remember that everything in art takes experience. And as you can see, I've been working a lot with shading. I really like, here, I'll get out one of my drawing pages. I really like drawing little robots with a shade with a single pencil. So this is very easy because I see shading everywhere. But If this is hard for you, or you want to get better at it, just look at objects around your room, around where you are, and just try to see the different values of shading there is in each object. And also, everybody has their own artistic style. So shading might not be your style. You might like just drawing simple little figures or doodling everywhere. And that is completely fine. There are plenty of famous people that doodle everywhere and that just draw little simplistic designs. Shading is an art style, and everybody has their own. You might like contour, and this might look good, but contour looks also really good too, because you don't have to worry about spending like hours on shading like I have. I spent like a week on this drawing. It's all going to be mashed up into one video, so you guys won't be able to tell, but yeah, this has taken a week for me so far. It's because all these nice little details. Spend a lot of work bringing each piece into life. So also though, remember, if you are wanting to shade or already have shaded, just remember that. Oh, sorry, that's a raisin. Just remember that everybody has their own style, and everybody has their own like things they like to draw. So yeah, that's all. Hello guys. As you can see, I have finished the flooring, and I think I'm actually going to add some more brightness to it. So I thought I should show you guys how to add the brightness with the eraser. So all you have to do, right, it's going to mess up your drawing a little bit, but in the long run it'll make it a lot better. So as you can see, I'm erasing everything here. So I'm going to erase some of the middle here because I want that to be a lot brighter. Yeah, so right here too. Here, this side looks better. Right here too. Oh, right here. That's a big dark spot. I want that to be a lot brighter. Better. No, I want my floor to be bright. Because first off, that's where the sun is hitting from outside here. And that's where the lights up here are hitting. And you can see the roof panel is actually a lot brighter than the walls. So I'm going to have to fix that too. So, yeah, there we go. Start erasing that. Start erasing that. Boom. So everything's a lot brighter. Okay? So now I'm going to remove some real dark patches. My eraser. Yeah. And look at that. Everything is revised. So I just thought I should show you guys how to do that. This is a high polymorph eraser, so it's pretty good. Yo, it's got a huge chunk too. Like, this is the size of my finger. It's like pretty big. Not definitely. But yeah, that's how you erase it. I thought I should show you guys because in case any of you guys are making it too dark, you can just erase it like this, you know? Boom. And you want to make sure to leave some stuff there. Also, all these really dark spots too. So that you can all shade it back in just like that. So, I am going to reshade the flooring. And as you can see, it also removes the lines, which is either good or bad, depending on what you want for your floor. I wanted a school building floor, so I will add some of those lines back as darker line spots. But other than that, I think it's pretty fine. So, yep. Also, I put a nice big dark spot for the window. So, yep. That's there. And I didn't touch anything else other than adding the bricks here. Oh, I need to actually add the bricks there too. Yep. Just remember about that line right there that ends the bricks. That's all I gotta say. Hey guys, I'm back. I've finished my drawing. It may look bad right now, but it's actually just the glint. So now I've picked it up. Boom. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment below. Last thing I have to do is sign it. So I'm going to put it back down. The only reason it looks better now is because I got my light right now. If I put shadows over it, you can kind of see. Hold on. There we go. So, all I did was I did the same thing I did for this ball. And I shaded it all. Nice, as you can see. And if you look in the glint, you can actually see what I did with a lot of force. I did all that with a lot of force. Then, after that, I did some of the smaller details. As you can see, I put a lot of shading near that door right there. Boop. And a lot less shading over here. And then I went in with my little stick, rubbed it all across. So now it looks a lot better. And I'd say this looks really good, actually. One of the few pieces that I actually really like. Really nice. Okay. As you can see, the floor is all dusty and only has a few lines. It kind of makes sense for a worn down building. Yeah. Which is what I was going for. Schools after quarantine be like, yeah. Anyways, though, I added some yellow highlights for the lights. And in case you haven't noticed, the walls are now a bit pinkish. So they look more like brick. My school has white walls, but I figured, you know, white is not really going to pop out here. Whereas all this is very pink, and it will pop out. And, you know, pink is kind of a standard school color. The only thing I didn't add was, normally there's a little tab right here, but, you know, I decided not to add it. Maybe it, like, fell off. I would say this is a nice drawing. So if you guys do have any questions or anything, leave your comments below. Oh, no. Wait, I missed something. Right there. So I'll show you guys, actually, how I shade this real quick. If you guys don't want to see, you guys can just end the video right now. Not really going to show anything else. So hold on. Right here, all I do is I add the color, or shading, right? So I want this to be dark. Right? That's a pretty good shade, right? Nice. Then I blend it. I can't really see it either. Boom. Blend it all together. And it's like brownish. I got a bunch of Crayola colors right here. What is it? If you just put your Crayola colors in water, you can actually dehydrate the tip, and it works just like Prismacolors. I haven't done it just yet, but you can do that if you do. Alright. There's some brown around here. Okay. Boom. This is just a style of art. As you can see, it's brown now. Where you shade and then do color. I like it a lot because, well, the detail looks really nice. All of this shading. Dude, I'm going to put this on the printer. I'm going to see how it comes out. You know, because the printer lightens up the colors a bit. So I do a lot of dark shading that I don't really like on this drawing. But if I do it with a printer, it'll print it out lighter. And I'll see how that turns out. Anyways, yeah. That is how you draw in 1-point perspective. Oh, actually, how do I take a thumbnail? Alright, I think that'll be the thumbnail. Alright, so that's how you draw in 1-point perspective. Just a quick recap, all 4 lines. And then I did 2 lines up here. A bunch of lines down here, which I ended up erasing. After that, I did the bricks for the walls. The walls over here. Lockers are really simple. You just put the line a little bit lower and a little bit lower in there. And you can draw the lockers. I'm pretty sure you figured it out though. And then after that, I drew here, this part, and this part. Now, once I'm done that, I started shading the roof. And if you look closely, I only shaded little parts of the roof that match up with the lines that I drew for the roof panels. So that's why it fits in perspective. And I drew a little dark spot right here, because why not? I also put a hole right here, because why not? But a lot of holes in the ground too. I ended up erasing all the lines, and I actually kind of like that effect. But if you guys don't, then you simply don't have to erase it. Or when you do erase it, you can redraw the lines. Just remember this part for when you're drawing the bricks. Yep. Anyways, that's it. Remember to like and subscribe and follow. I try to post the video about every week, but as you can see, this thing took me like a week to draw. So, yeah, just know that I'm working hard and making my videos. I'll do have a TikTok too, by the same name, Lord Squidbot. So follow that also. If you want to see some daily stuff, I got some really cool magic trend where I stick my finger through a wall. Yeah, apparently the atoms can like line up and stuff. Though, if you want to see it, you're gonna have to check it out on my TikTok. Alright. Yeah, that's a wrap.